guys, it's Sarah, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well wherever you are today in Newcastle. It's alright. It's an okay day in Newcastle. But today's video is actually an eyeshadow look using a full face of Avon, but also their new Full Bloom eyeshadow palette. This is what it looks like here. It looks a little bit like the MAC eyeshadow palette, but this is what I've done. I've done a full face of it. If you want to see how I created this look, then stay tuned because we're just about to dive into it now. Okay, so we are in position. I'm just going to make sure that I'm in focus. So I'm going to prime the skin first of all with the Marks Magic's primer. Blur out any pores and fill them in so that I've got a nice smooth canvas. I like to do this first so it sinks in. Okay, that's better. You can see me better. I was wondering why I was so close in. So I'm going to do my brows. I'm going to take the Lisa Armstrong brow pencil in the shade brown. And I like the fact that it's got a spoolie on one side and the pencil on the other. And I like to, after I've primed my skin, I like to do my brows next because I like that to frame my face. And how I do my brows is that I do the bottom part first and I kind of line them out. And then I fill them in. And it doesn't matter if it looks too dark because you can diffuse it. And then I kind of do the same on the top. I kind of line it and then just go down and then just gently fill in. And then that's when we can start diffusing. And this is nice and soft. It like molds, it's flexible. And then there's one brow. We'll do the other brow in a second. Okay, so that's both brows done. Now you might be thinking, oh, they look a bit dark or I've made a mistake. Well, that's where you can take a concealer and kind of correct those issues. So I'm going to take the shade, well, the Mark Full Cover Cream Concealer in the shade Fair. This is like my favourite Avon concealer ever. It is full coverage, it's blendable, it's creamy, you can build up on it, and it's perfect for carving out brow bones. But what I like to use it for, and obviously like concealing spots and things like that, but I love using it as a primer for eyeshadow. So we'll prime the eyes first, but what I like to do is I like to carve out the brows, and I know this looks a bit extreme, but don't, take a look at this. But don't worry because it's all going to blend in. Blend it all onto my eyes. And you can just soften brows, kind of melt away any mistakes. And I'm just going to take my finger just to blend that in there. And I'm just going to use I like to use my finger for blending on here, mainly as well for quickness, but also the heat of your finger. Now obviously use a clean finger, but the heat of your finger just melts that in there. And I'll just take any underneath the eye as well, just so that that's primed, just in case I want to put anything underneath the eye. Obviously if you don't want to put anything under the eye, that's fine, but then it does mean that you've got a base there as well. So then, like you can see, I've got a harsh line here. So I'm just gonna, oops, wrong side. Ah. Just gonna take that there and just soften it. See? Softened. Much better. Much better, as Bag of Chips would say. That's that done. Now, I was really excited to try this. This is the Mark limited edition Full Bloom Eye and Cheek Palette. I'm gonna take this off here. So this is what it looks like. First of all, cute little box. It's cardboard, so nice and recyclable. And then you've got it here, so you've got your nice blush, and you've got a nice array of shimmers and mattes as well. So I'm obviously very much drawn to the little purple shade because you know it's me. I love purple, but we'll do something. What do I fancy doing? We'll try some. We'll swatch some of the shades. So we've got like the pinky shades. got them here, look at them, they're lovely. And then we've got natural shades here. Though I am quite drawn to those. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with like the soft kind of corally colours. I think that'll go quite nice with my cardi. I'm a bit cold, even though it's like spring. I'm a bit like, whew, whew. So let's go in. So eyes are primed. I'm gonna take the corally shade and we're just gonna pop this on here. Oh, that is bright. That is brighter than what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a lot lighter than that. Living my emo fantasy here, I like. I'm gonna take this kind of pinky shade here and just blend up and diffuse. This palette is giving me like MAC Christmas palettes, if you know what I mean. And then I'm gonna take this little tiny shade here and just take that up to the brow bone. It's like a highlighter and again to diffuse it, because it is quite a bright look and I just want to soften it down a bit. Just make it a little bit more wearable. But don't forget at the same time, I still, because I can't not build up the intensity, I need to have that colour pay off. Just going to go back in with the original brush. Then the next shade. And then the brow bone shade. So we've got this soft look here. And then I'm going to take this darker pink here. I'm just going to go on the lash line. Actually, maybe I'll do the purple. And then I'm going to take this shade here. I'm just going to pop it over the lid. See what happens. Take a little bit more. Diffuse. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wipe underneath my eye, because there's a bit of fallout. And then I'm going to do the other side. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've got both eyes done. I'm going to take the Avon True Power Stay Foundation in the shade Light Ivory. And I really like this foundation, it's so good. And it's like runny. Oh, I think I've put far too much in the back of my hand, oh my god. And again, I like to pop it on the skin with my fingers, warm it up. And then I will blend it out with a sponge. Get some up here on my forehead. And this is like a medium to full coverage foundation. Definitely buildable. I have dry skin and I was a bit like, ooh, about whether or not it would be suitable for my skin. Absolutely fine. I've had other foundations that are like matte and they sit in every line and like almost prematurely age you. This doesn't do this. It's great. I'm going to zoom out a bit so you can see me pouncing this all over my face. It's really, really good. And it blends so effortlessly. This is the best foundation Avon's done in a long time. I actually think it's better than the Lisa Armstrong foundation. Get that up onto my forehead. Blend, 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 blend. Blend, 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 blend. And don't forget, if you kind of accidentally put foundation over your eyeshadow, like I've just done, just blend it out. In fact, I've made this side a bit wonky, in fact. Just, you can add a little bit more because the foundation will add a little bit of a tacky base. And then just buff it out like that. So that's that. Don't forget to bring it down your neck, into your hairline, because you know it doesn't just stop. Now I don't actually have an Avon setting powder to hand, so I'm just going to use a loose translucent one that I like. So I'm just going to use that to set areas. I don't set all my face, but just areas where it'll break down. Actually, I say that and then here I am just setting all on my face, but there you go. I'm going to contour with the Avon True Define and Sculpt Face Palette. This one's very light. This is the light palette. It's in the Gleam and shape, and I think there is a slightly deeper one. And I'm going to take a brush to contour with what we got here. And I'm going to just get this on here, and I'm just going to hollow out my cheeks. Just to, like, literally, as the palette says, sculpt it. And add some depth and some shadows, and it'll just slim my face. Now, don't worry if you think, oh, Sarah, that looks a bit strong, that looks a bit dark. We'll buff it out, don't worry. Never fear, a buffing brush is near. And essentially you just want to like angle your face. Now you guys have seen when I have contoured and it looks like super extreme, but once you get going and you blend it, it looks absolutely fine. And then I've just got a brush here. I'm just going to diffuse any harsh lines. There we go. We've got the blush in here, so I'm going to take a very light hand because it is super pink, and we'll see how it goes. Just light tap, light tap, because I feel like, yeah, it's going to be bright. See if I can blend that out. Oh, there we go, it blends out all right. But it is very, very pink. Oh my goodness. Very, very pink. There we go. So there's one side. Right. Now let's do underneath the eye. So what have I got here? I've got a little Avon blending brush. I'm going to take the blue shade of that palette and I'm going to go underneath the eye for a little pop, a little contrast. And then I'm going to take the highlighter from this palette, this gold one. Oh, my cheekbones, should I say. Nice subtle glow. Get the nose. Actually, do you know what it is? I was going to put eyeliner on, but I don't think I want to put eyeliner on because I think it might make it too dark, and it's quite a nice light look. But I will put some mascara on, and this is the Unlimited mascara. This is in brown black. Can't not do that face when you do mascara. Cannot not put a face when you do mascara. Oh, I'm going to put a little inner corner sparkle in there. Pop a little bit of this shimmery shade here, just to brighten it. And then I've got a lipstick here. This is in the shade Matte Mauve. Because you can never have enough pinks. Ooh, right, I'll be back for a glamorous reveal. Okay, so this is it all done. I'm going to zoom in for you to have a little look. And that is it. This is the final thing. I don't know what, my hair is so fluffy and I can't wait for the hairdressers to be open. But yes, this was a full face of Avon, but especially using the new Full Bloom palette. Let me know what you think down below. It's very bright, it's very pink, obviously with all those floral colours in there. I really like it. I would say that the shades are a bit powdery in some pans, like this one here. This is very pigmented and I actually think it could be smaller, just because it is obviously a blush and you don't need a lot for how bright it is. But yeah, that was it there. Let me know what you think. If you liked this video, give it a little thumbs up. And if you really liked it, you can subscribe. We're on our way to 2,000 subscribers, which means at 2,000, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. It will include Lush, it will include skincare, makeup, hair care. So if you like the sound of that, ring notification bell, because then you will know when the giveaway is going to happen. But yes, thank you very much for watching and I will see you in the next video.